watching Force 13's live streaming service.
Hey guys, you're here for Astronomy Hour with Michael. So over this hour, I'm going to be covering several things. So top stories at the moment we have are the March 8th and 9th solar eclipse, which I will be covering on live actually, whilst the eclipse is going on Tuesday and Wednesday. The stream for that will be going from, I believe, around about 2200 UTC through until, I believe, 400 or 500 UTC, just after the last location sees partial eclipse, which is at 434 UTC. Been an interesting time in the astronomy news, and a lot of things have been happening over the past few months since the last Astronomy Hour. So the other top stories as well first. The March 23rd penumbral lunar eclipse as well is in the running order for tonight. Also, we'll be diving deeper into the hypothesis of Planet 9 as well. And we'll also be doing an update on the Juno mission to Jupiter, because that's expected to arrive at Jupiter in July. And also an update on the New Horizons mission after that passed Pluto, I believe, in November. And also a current view and look at the solar system. But now first, we'll be going on to look at the March 8th and 9th solar eclipse. So now I will bring up a screen share of the eclipse, so as you guys can see here.
And also myself and David here in the background.
Yeah, Dave. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, David.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm half asleep and I just want to get on with it. So yeah, kill me. No, okay.
It's getting the giggles. Goodness me.
Yeah. That's how I cover stuff, I know.
Here we are, the solar eclipse, and a hellishly large load of tabs in your screen share there.
Yeah, there's more, Nathan. I've got 5 windows open.
All right, well, let's start with the one you're showing us. Go.
Okay, so this is just the view as a whole. So this is actually where like the maximum eclipse would be. So if you went to the point of the greatest eclipse, this is how it would look, but I think that is somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
I wonder how many people will be there to see it.
No, some people could go out on a boat. It's like some people went out onto a plane for the 2015 eclipse.
Yeah, let's not name names.
That's you, Nathan. Well, I think you only got to see 98, didn't you?
Ah, it's as good as 100. Hey. If you want to later on in the show, we could show that, actually. Up to you.
Yeah, it might be good to show people. So now we'll go straight off. This is the view of the eclipse from Palembang, which is in South Sumatra in Indonesia. You see there? It's early morning eclipse, as you can see by the altitude of that eclipse. See the altitude of the sun. So very early morning there. Totality lasting, I believe, only around about 4 to 5 minutes. And also, actually, with it, talking with the eclipses as well, I was really annoyed that the weather didn't hold for the solar eclipse down here in the south.
Oh, yeah.
Really annoying. Yeah. And then also we have the eclipse from Palangka Raya in, I think that's Central Kalimantan, I think that is in Indonesia. Could you correct me if I'm saying it wrong?
I wouldn't know myself.
Yeah. I'm just going by what's there, really. I'll just say it how it's spelt.
Okay, so that's the view from there. And it's still a good eclipse, isn't it?
That's pretty much max. I think it's just about middle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah, it's central. I can't say perpendicular because that's completely something completely different. And then also we have Balikpapan. I think that is in East Kalimantan, Indonesia. They also get totality. I believe Indonesia is the only location to get totality land-wise. I think possibly parts of Papua New Guinea, but I don't think. I think they get very good partial. But
There are lots
that's
of tiny islands in it that may be in its path. I didn't quite catch what the path of the eclipse is exactly going to be. I don't know if you could get a larger picture
yeah.
of that map for us.
I'll pull that up if you want.
But it looks to me from that small picture there that it's going to be a lot, possibly the Micronesian islands, or maybe further east than that. No, it looks like Micronesia to me. Not sure if any islands are in the actual 100% path, but there's certainly many of the islands there that will see a significant amount of the eclipse, at least 3/4.
This is quickly as well. This is the animation of the eclipse there throughout the day, and you can see the time just going along in the bottom left. Looking very good actually. Totality passes just north of Hawaii, so maybe some people could go out, possibly from Hawaii, to see totality. Maybe I'd say that's only what passes totality. It doesn't only passes what I think only about maybe 200 miles north of Hawaii. How far would you say that was?
Difficult to judge. A bit more than 200, I think. About 400 miles.
Okay.
From the main islands, anyway. Though, of course, the Hawaiian island chain extends off to the northwest that you can't really see, and extends all the way to, I think it's Wake Island, isn't it, or Midway? I don't know where those islands exactly are on the map, though.
I think with that might be like a plane job. So people go out on plane. Probably that's.
Well, I see nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah. You have to fly from there to there. Anyways, we'll continue on now. This is Palu, Central Sulawesi. That's in Indonesia as well. And this location also, I think, does get totality as well. This is the animation of the eclipse there. We'll be covering a little bit further into the future with eclipses as well through this show. That wasn't mentioned though in the start, but whilst we're on the what's the word? Subject of eclipses. Sorry. So when you're live, your mind just goes to mush.
That's if you think about it too much.
No, I know. And here's Ternate, Northern Maluku in Indonesia. I think actually no, Maluku. I think that is. I am
no idea where any of these places are.
I know they're in Indonesia because it says. That's all I know. I think it does have a little like point of interest bit on there as well.
What will people see? What will people see in the capital, Jakarta?
I think Jakarta's coming up. I think, but I think Jakarta only gets partial. I don't think they get totality. This is Sofifi in Northern Maluku as well.
Looks like that's quite far east in Indonesia there, isn't it? I just saw a quick glance of the map.
Yes. Yeah.
And there it is.
They also get totality.
Yep, quite clearly.
Also, I do have plans at the moment as well to go out for the 21st of August 2017 total solar eclipse in America. I do have plans to go out there at the moment. It's just finding the money and also flights as well. That's the big problem. So this eclipse is from the Bantam and the Cocos Islands. See there?
Oh. Ah, yes. So that's on the Cocos Islands, you say? Aren't those part of Australia? Or are they?
I think so. Hang on, just let a look.
Yeah,
The
they're way
Okay.
down there in the tropics, aren't they, David? It quite often gets hit by the
yeah,
old
towards
ingest.
Bali,
Hmm.
towards Bali.
Mm. And now this is the settlement, Christmas Island. Not so much Christmas there at the moment, though. It's middle of March.
Not far from
Still got
there.
9 months. Still got 9 months for your month of glory.
Yeah, I think it was because it was discovered on Christmas Day or something.
Mm.
Certainly the case for
It's
one of
act-
the Christmas islands, anyway. There's quite a few
Sorry,
of them.
this eclipse is they're from the settlement. Yeah, Christmas Island.
David, what do you say?
we shouldn't forget that there are two Christmas islands.
Yes.
Christmas Island over here is the immigration detention centre for the Australian region.
Okay. And also this is
Interesting place to put it.
maximum eclipse. This is maximum eclipse in Jakarta.
Ah, so
Um,
significant there, yeah. Much like what you'd have seen in many parts of the UK last year.
except it was sort of landscape, that one. I think I think I would have seen slightly less eclipse than that.
Not in Manchester. I don't know about Manchester even, actually. 90% it was here. I wasn't here at HQ, but
But
it was
you're in Stornoway.
around 90% of HQ, indeed.
This is maximum eclipse in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Mm.
Oh, sun comes up just before the start of the eclipse.
Oh, wow. And that means our team member
Oh.
Chris will probably be able to see this. Something similar to what's being shown right there. And just for the interests of not only Carl on our team, but all of our other friends in the Philippines, what does it look like from Manila? Can you show us that?
Go through it.
I appreciate
Manila
probably-
is in there.
I appreciate you probably won't see much, but
This is Singapore quickly as well. And I've just got it in a Skype call. I'll reject it.
hey, they've just had a 1 millisecond of fame there.
Yep. That was the one that put the comment on the live streaming bit.
Ah,
So that is maximum eclipse in Singapore.
okay.
This is in Bangkok in Thailand.
Alright. Going to be less of an eclipse there.
Very early morning eclipse there as well.
The early bird catches the eclipse in this case.
I believe local time. I'll have a look. It's fairly early. Just have a look.
Not far from
6:38 till
Yeah.
8:32.
not far from the
and then we've
equinox, so I expect sunrise is around 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei. You can see maximum eclipse there. I'll just drag it through to show you as well. See a maximum eclipse there.
Yep.
And pulls off. This is Dili, Timor-Leste. Very good eclipse there, actually. Say 80%, 75 to 80% eclipsed. That's maximum eclipse there. And pulls off.
Yep.
This is in Darwin, Northern Territory. I did suggest to Jason a couple of times to go up to this location, maybe.
Well, he can't exactly walk there, can he, all the way from Perth?
Well, actually, yeah, that is quite a way. Because that's probably about 2 United Kingdoms worth, isn't it?
Maybe 3.
So say if I was to go from Alton to Thurso, maybe, That's going to be what, say, doing Alton to Thurso, maybe 3 times.
Australia is huge.
So yeah, that was Darwin. Then we have General Santos, Philippines. Hopefully, I think Manila should be next. So there is General Santos in the Philippines. I believe Midway should be coming up on this as
Still
well.
a better eclipse than I thought you'd see there, actually. I think that's quite far south, that location, on Mindanao, I think it might be. I'm not sure.
I think it could be Mindanao. Oh, no. Just have a look for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Look at Michael, so diligent in getting his facts right. Huh.
Yes, it is Mindanao.
Indeed, alright.
It's southernmost Mindanao.
So probably the best eclipse in the Philippines there.
Yeah. There's Davao, which I
Davao?
think is slightly further north in the. So either still on Mindanao. I think it could be the Visayas.
Yeah, no, it's just slightly further north, Davao. I think it's the biggest city on Mindanao.
Slightly less of an eclipse there.
Yeah, slightly. I think we'll see significantly less eclipse from Manila when we find that.
Yep. Yes, very significant.
And there it is in Manila. Because that's barely half, isn't it? If not less.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just under half eclipsed. Just to quickly say as well, David sent us this through on the live room a few moments, probably just about 5 minutes before it started, before the live stream started. Would you like to say anything on this, Dave?
Not at this point.
About the aurora.
Yeah, it's saying that apparently we're under an aurora watch at the moment, seeing the northern lights possibly.
Don't get excited, Michael. You won't see anything.
I know.
Not in
Well, I'll
Hampshire.
try anyway.
Not in Hampshire anyway.
I'll try and see if I can see anyway. Because I think we're getting pounded by solar winds at the moment. Let me have, here we go, Meli Kiok, I think that is, in Palau.
Ah, yes.
A very good eclipse from that location. I also during this show we will be looking back at the March 20th, 2015 solar eclipse and say what we should have seen. Well, I should have seen.
So we are showing the video, are we?
Yeah, we'll look.
Right.
Yeah, we'll show Nathan's video of what he got last year. Lucky bugger.
Got to find it.
You are
first.
lucky. Yeah. This is in Guam, I think this is.
Okay.
It's Guam Hagnata, I think that is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in Guam.
That name's familiar. I can't remember where exactly that is. I think it's the main city in Guam, I'm not sure.
I think it is, yeah. Then we have Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands.
The one that Craig likes to call Sapien Island, yeah. You'll never live that one down.
It is Saipan though, isn't it?
Yes, as far as I know. The P doesn't come
And then
before the I can tell you that much.
Here we go. We know Truk in Micronesia. Very good eclipse there.
Yep.
Quite strange for this one. It literally pulls north. You see? Literally does pull north. Reminds me somewhat.
That must be something to do with the rotation of the Earth, right?
Yeah, the equatorial, I think it is. It sort of does remind me a little bit of this one.
This is your
Just
favourite, huh?
slightly. Yeah, the 1991, because it seemed to just turn around. It's just because of the. It was. I think it was also on the same day as the solstice, and so it actually.
Solstice?
I think it was the same day as solstice.
What date was that? June 21st, did it say?
It's 11th of July. Oh, it was close to the solstice.
July, closer
Um,
solstice, yeah. Not
oh
quite on it.
yeah.
You be careful with that, mate.
No, I know. Yeah, but because look, you can see with the altitude on that one actually, it went over 90 degrees
You're
just at
practicing, aren't you?
totality.
David,
Hey?
you're
Say-
still live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see, it's just
David was
literally
talking to
at
someone else. Yeah.
it's literally just see at just at totality. It's at 90 degrees on altitude, so you see the sudden direction change as well.
Hmm.
That's why the eclipse suddenly doubled back. So the change of direction.
Okay.
There is some very convoluted, complicated science behind it. I won't go into too much detail because I don't know myself. So this is a maximum eclipse in we know Micronesia there. And then next is Palika Ponepe, I think that is.
Pompeii,
And,
Micronesia, yes, the one of the easternmost islands of Micronesia. Quite often the breeding ground of the long tracking typhoons near there.
also, you see there that eclipse does look like it's doubling back as well. Doubles
Certainly,
back.
in a different direction, yeah.
It almost doubles back. And here's Wake Island as well. Almost
So
almost seeing totality is
Yeah.
extremely close.
probably only need to sail out to sea a few miles to get a total eclipse there.
Possibly, yes.
A bit more than that, maybe, because I mean, the difference between 98% and 100% for me last year was, I think, 150 miles, quite a lot.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too far out to sea to go see totality. And also, this is
That
in
looks,
Midway.
That look more 99%. That looks more 98. Yeah.
Yes. So here is Midway. I'll take away that just so you can actually see the eclipse in its full majesty.
On the simulation.
On the simulation, yeah. Also, whilst the eclipse is happening, we'll see if we can find any streams online of anyone streaming the eclipse. We'll find some different locations, and we'll see if we can see anything.
If not, we
show
could
you
simulate
guys.
it ourselves.
Yeah,
Look the
because
same
actually, look, there
anyway.
is a live feature actually
Hmm.
as well on this, so we can show you the locations live.
All right. And
This is
the
the last
final
one,
one,
Honolulu.
yeah. Hawaii.
This is in Honolulu, Hawaii. After this, we covered on the eclipse. We will be taking a short break, so I can get my head together.
Well, at that point, would you like me to show that video in this break here?
Yes.
It
so
is quite
we go
long.
to this-
It is nearly 12 minutes, but if you're
just
okay with
some
that.
snippets.
Sorry.
Actually, yes, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll show Nathan's video. So now we'll head on to the break, which I've been looking forward to for many reasons.
I see.
I won't go into detail.
All right. Well, at this point, we will show the eclipse that Force 13 captured back in March 20th, 2015. Here it comes. Around 30% eclipsed at this point. We're taking off from Stornoway, and we will be in the air very soon, hopefully to see 98% eclipse, and we'll be doing it on camera as well. Fantastic. about to occur in 4 minutes time here. The sun is nearly completely eclipsed at this point, and it's just starting to get a little bit dark, especially in northern skies, you know. You can just about see, even on the lens flare on this camera, you can see eclipse-shaped flare things. And it's starting to look a bit like, it's a bit eerie actually. It looks like it's getting dark even though it isn't. And we're just minutes away. I don't know how many minutes at this point. It's a matter of about 2 minutes or so before the fullest eclipse from us will be reached. We're one of the first people to see it as well. Quite difficult when we got a separate audio recorder running at the same time as the video recorder. There it is. Trying to see it. The sun's still pretty bright, and it's the glare on the windows as well, which doesn't help. But you can see it almost full at this point. Almost full. I just have to be careful not to film it too much. Just in case my camera has problems, but I don't think it will. I mean, look how dark it is in the cabin now, around us at this point. Very dark indeed. Almost like nightfall. The light's actually been turned on in the cockpit at this point. So that's how dark it's getting. Even though the sun's still very bright in the sky, there isn't much of it shining through. And we're just banking towards the right now. Good one, Alex. And there we are, we've got a prime shot of the sun at this point. And you can see totality almost being reached. We won't quite reach it. It's going to be around 98% here. That's the sun nearly completely eclipsed at this point. We've got all our cameras on it. It's a beautiful sight. It's quite something. We're northwest of Stornoway. We're seeing it before anyone on land. It's almost night time if you look towards the north. Around 98%. And it's really dark towards the north. Towards the south, still sunny. Orange sky. Even though we've not managed to catch a total eclipse, it's still an awesome sight. And it will begin to get brighter again. There we are, it's beginning to reach the other side now. incredible. The next eclipse here in the UK won't be seen until 2026, and you may remember the total eclipse that we had back in 1999, if you're old enough to remember. I know I'm not. The next total eclipse over the UK will occur in the year 2090. As far as I know anyway, I think it's the total one. But there we are, the sun appearing more again on the right hand side. Right now in the Faroe Islands it's probably a complete eclipse. As we begin to turn ourselves back towards the east, and then eventually back towards the south as we head for home. So that's what we came to see, and it's beginning to get lighter again now. On the ground, hopefully we've had people filming it too. Obviously we saw it a little bit beforehand. But that's the eclipse fading now. It looks like the sun is at least 30% out once more. Maybe a little less than that, it can be deceiving. Beautiful view outside, lots of cloudiness, but even with the clouds you could see it occurring. You're watching the first ever video from Space 13, our new channel, or Space Shuttle 13 as we like to call ourselves. It's a branch of Force 13, and Force 13 will be posting a satellite animation of this fantastic event later on this evening, probably around the same time as this goes online. We're expecting to put it on around 6 PM once we get back home, once we return to base. But there we are, that was the eclipse, something that you won't see for many years in these skies. Obviously it will occur elsewhere around the world. We had one in the United States, was that last year or 2 years ago? We had one in Australia in 2014 I think. So they occur everywhere. But here in the UK it's going to be a long time before we see another one like this. And fantastic stuff. That was Force 13's coverage of the eclipse from 2015, and this is the Astronomy Hour, and back to Michael Scott.
Okay. Okay, so let's get straight back on with the show now. My mum has brought me food as well. There's them in the background as well. Yeah, I have food. I have food. Yes.
We're also joined by Lee and Adam. I don't know if they want to introduce themselves to the show. They're bringing us the climate show later on. Yeah. Lee is at 9 o'clock.
I haven't did. Oh, I just thought you know it's snowing.
It's snowing.
It's snowing. Yeah. It's quite heavy. But anyway.
Fantastic. Well,
just before
we go any further, Michael, Lee, would you like to tell the viewers what we're expecting? What you're gonna have on your show?
Maybe talk about the sun first on this first climate show.
Now,
this evening.
I hear, because I saw what you were writing in the chat room. You were talking about the sun in a different context that we have been this evening.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, maybe talk about how it affects the Earth's climate, and I'll even mention tonight's geomagnetic storm as well.
Alright.
So I'll mention that as well.
I look forward to it.
I look forward to doing it. What time we do it? 9 o'clock?
Yep, the top of the next hour.
That's great.
Michael.
Okay, so let's get straight back on now. And just turn off the stream watching because just put it on live for the comments. As you can see here now, next on the list is the March 23rd penumbral lunar eclipse. And as you can see here, not that impressive, really.
No.
If I'm honest. This is the animation of the locations that will see it. Australia will see penumbral. Dave, you might be able to see the penumbral eclipse.
You'll hardly notice anything though.
But yeah, I think the sun, not the sun, sorry, the moon. No, but no. The moon, I think, goes a sort of slightly sort of yellowy orange sort of thing.
Okay,
yeah.
Nathan.
And also, just continue on a little bit onto the other things happening in the near future. I've gone up to 2019 for this little bit. In May this year, 9th/10th of May, the Mercury will transit the Sun. So you can see here, guys. See Mercury transiting there. Looks very good though. But I would suggest looking at it with a telescope, unless you want to be blinded. So yes. And also we have the 1st of September annular solar eclipse, which will be seen over most of the South African continent, as well as Madagascar and the South Indian Ocean, possibly, and also a little bit of Antarctica there. And Jason might just see a little bit of partial eclipse before the sun sets over Perth. Does Jason know about that actually?
I don't know, Michael.
We will be diving a little bit more deeper into this annular solar eclipse closer to the time, whereas it is still 178 days, away. Then next year we have on February 26, 2017, an annular solar eclipse, which will be seen over most of the Antarctic continent, as well as southern South American continent and the southwestern African continent, as well as parts of southwest Madagascar as well. And also it did look on this map before as well, almost on hybrid, but though it's just smaller. It's just about small enough to be classed annular, and will appear annular. And that is now just under a year away now, on the 26th of February 2017, and does look like an interesting one actually. And also we can be documenting that during the day for that one, because time in London, it starts at 12 o'clock in London, and stream about it throughout the day. And also then on the 21st of August, total solar eclipse in America. I do plan to go out to America to go and see this. This will be my first, and if I actually do go out to see that, that'll be my first eclipse ever being seen, actually. Or first total eclipse as well. Because I think Charlotte, North Carolina gets to see totality. Actually, no, it's Salem, Oregon, Jackson, Wyoming, Harrison, Nebraska, North Palette, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Kansas City, Missouri. What? Okay. Independence, Missouri, Jefferson City, Washington, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Clarksville, Tennessee, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, Cookeville, Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee, Anderson, South Carolina, Taylor, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina.
Nice.
I think Charlotte might be in partial for that bit.
I was just took a short leave there to actually take some photographs outside. Jupiter nicely visible again this evening.
That's it.
At least 3 of its moons also visible, though you could have seen 4 last night. One of them must have gone behind or in front of the planet again. So, Michael,
we might
everyone's
see it
looking at
later.
our Skype conversation.
Sorry, no, but yeah. Also looking as well, the 31st of January 2018 penumbral, so no, not penumbral, total lunar eclipse. It's because I was looking at my paper as well. So I said penumbral.
Yeah.
This is the animation of the eclipse throughout.
Okay.
Will you be staying up to see this one, Dave? I'll be able to see all of the.
What time is it?
Quite early, actually, I think it is.
Well,
Yeah.
See
I'd
how
say-
the atmospherics are. and
Well,
if
it's
there's
after
any
David's
cloud.
bedtime, that's for sure. But only by
That's it.
about an hour or 2.
I'd say midnight is maximum eclipse for you, Dave. Midnight your time. Because it's about
David's
max.
certainly not a night owl. But he is an early
Yeah.
bird.
That's right. Isn't it?
Yes.
Well, actually, I'd say just before midnight, maybe. Anyways,
Yeah.
also 2018 holds no annular or even total eclipses. No total or even annular. They're all partials that year. 15th February 2018, partial eclipse there. I believe this will be seen in Antarctica.
Ah, well, loads of people live in Antarctica. They'll all see it. All the
Yeah,
penguins.
all the
they're
penguins.
Out the stations.
Adam.
And
All
also
the
penguins. there.
13th of July 2018, it's a partial eclipse seen here, which is actually between Australia, it's the little ocean part between Australia and Antarctica there. And then we also have a total lunar eclipse again in July there. The UK get to see this one.
It's an interesting time to have one.
Yeah. And then August
That's
August
all last
11th,
year's.
we get a partial solar eclipse there as well, which is seen in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
And that has 887 days until that eclipse starts.
I'm sure everyone will be counting down with utmost eagerness. Michael, we've got just over 15 minutes left. Shall we
Okay,
move on
let's
to
go.
talk about something
Planet.
else that
The
you
next
had
thing
lined
up is Planet 9,
Yeah.
which I'll just bring up now. And this hypothesis was brought out, I think, start of this year. There has been some debate dotting around about it, and it was on January 20th. It says here, researchers Konstantin, I think that's Battigan, and Michael E. Brown at Caltech announced calculation based on evidence of massive ninth planet in the solar system. The predicted planet would be a super-Earth with an estimated mass of about 10 times that of the Earth, approximately 5,000 times the mass of Pluto. A diameter of 2 to 4 times that of the Earth, and a highly elliptical orbit that is so far away that it could take around 15,000 years to orbit the Sun. On the basis of models of planet formation that might include planetary migration from the inner solar system, such as the fifth giant planet hypothesis, the authors suggest that it might be a primordial giant planet core that was ejected from its original orbit during the nebular epoch of the solar system's evolution. It was quite an interesting thing that I read into. It's possible, but I'm still optimistic about it as well. But they do say if it does exist, then Planet 9 is currently at aphelion, which means that it is at the furthest point it can be from the Sun.
Yeah.
And also I think the next time it will actually get even close, which I think is still a fair way past the orbit of Neptune. It's that's still not going to be back around for another what I think it's 12 to 14,000 years. So we're definitely not going to be there till then.
And where's its closest point to the sun? Do we have any inkling of what that, how close to the sun it gets?
Well,
I'm just having a look.
I know what you're talking about here, actually. But carry on.
I think I have something on it.
You sure?
You're talking about.
Yes, I think I do. Documents. Let me go into YouTube projects. 415 staff, astronomy hour. I was planning to pre-record the last episode, but that never went ahead. Here we go. This is what they thought. The dotted line there thought what Planet 9's orbit might be, which is still a fair way out from Neptune. Believe, yeah, that's a very, very far way out.
Yeah, I know what Planet 9 is, actually. So I've been doing a lot of research on it.
Yeah.
It's called the Buru, but carry on.
It does seem to be
It's
that
what
it
did
was
you
one of
say?
the ejected.
It's called the Buru.
Oh, the planet.
The ninth planet, yes.
Hmm.
They expect it to make about a 1 million mile pass by the Earth. Again.
A million
but
miles
not-
away from Earth, you say?
Yeah, they expect it to pass by the Earth by about 1 million miles.
And a million miles,
Yeah.
that's not all that far away, is it?
No, it isn't actually.
You
It's
consider
only about three
Um,
times.
The
It's only
last
about
time,
3 times further than that of the moon.
the moon,
the
yeah.
last,
That can't make
last-
sense. Sorry, Lee.
the last time it affected the Earth was about 360,000 years ago. 360,000 years ago. And they expected to become close, not as close as the moon, just before the moon. Not as close as you're thinking.
But even
Yeah,
something that... But a million
just before
miles
the moon.
is really close. Still.
It is really close, but they're actually already seeing it. I'll let you see that another day, Nathan, but they can already see it
Maybe.
through the telescope.
So we'll
So
have more discussion into that on our next astronomy hour.
yes, another day, yes. But I just thought I'd put my wee input in. Okay. Yeah. Carry on, response.
So that's all I have to really say on Planet 9. And we'll be covering a little bit more into Planet 9 after the solar eclipse. And now we'll have a look at the update on the Juno mission.
And what, for those
which,
people who don't know, what is this mission, Michael?
The Juno mission is a mission launched from Earth in May 2011. You can see a map here.
Yep.
Is that we're actually trying to get some sort of satellite actually go to Jupiter, so we can get some images from Jupiter as well. But Juno is also expected to experience very heavy radiation from Jupiter.
Really?
It's due to I think it's here we go. Juno is a NASA New Frontiers mission currently en route to the planet Jupiter. Juno was launched from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station on August 5th, 2011, and will arrive on July 4th, 2016.
That's rather soon.
The
then.
spacecraft
That's not far away.
it's not that far away from Jupiter at the moment. I think it's in it's actually just crossed Jupiter's orbit. It's just like it's sort of being grabbed into the orbit of Jupiter. It's sort of having its
I'm just changing
it's
devices.
interacting. It's interacting with Jupiter's orbit. So yeah, and also the spacecraft is to be placed in a polar orbit to study Jupiter's composition, gravity field, magnetic field, and polar magnetosphere. Juno will search for clues on how the planet formed, including whether it has a rocky core, the amount of water present within the deep atmosphere, how its mass is distributed, and its deep winds, which can reach speeds of 618 kilometers an hour or 384 miles per hour, which is only 1.5 times that the intensity of Patricia. Juno will be the second spacecraft to orbit Jupiter following the Galileo probe, which orbit from 1995 to 2003. The Juno spacecraft is powered by solar arrays commonly used by satellites orbiting Earth and working in the inner solar system, whereas radioisotope thermoelectric generators are commonly used for the missions to the outer solar system and beyond. For Juno, however, these solar array wings, the largest ever deployed on a planetary probe, play an integral role in stabilizing the spacecraft and generating power. The spacecraft's name comes from the Greco-Roman mythology. The god Jupiter drew a veil of clouds around himself to hide his mischief, but his wife, the goddess Juno, was able to peer through the clouds and see Jupiter's true nature. Okay. That's just a bit okay.
Michael reading aloud there.
Yeah. This is the animation of Juno's trajectory there.
Yeah.
You can see Juno coming around there, doing it's like deep space maneuvers, because it comes back around and is sort of slingshotted by the Earth. And gains, I believe it was around about 8,800 miles an hour.
Oh yes, I see.
And that 500 kilometers close flyby. You can see there.
Yeah,
I think at the moment
speed it up.
You can see it's en route there.
That's probably
It does
where it is
take a
right
fair-
now, probably, isn't it?
No, I think I looked at the current location. No, hang on, I'll just show you. I think that is about where it is at the moment. 'Cause it's only about 3 months from arriving.
Yeah, not long. And then what will it do when it arrives? Will it follow Jupiter, or what will it do?
It will stabilize into an orbit around Jupiter, possibly going around the poles because it has to avoid.
So it'll orbit like one of
this is-
Jupiter's moons do.
Sort of, yes. Because you see the two bits on the either side of Jupiter there. That is the radiation belts from Jupiter, so it's following the areas with low radiation.
All right.
You see all the equipment that is on Juno as well. A microwave radiometer, a Jovian infrared auroral mapper, magnetometer, gravity science, Jovian auroral distribution experiment, Jovian energetic particle detector instrument, a radio and plasma wave sensor, ultraviolet imaging spectrograph, and
Blimey.
a Juno cam.
It's got a lot of things. All right.
And you can see there, that's the Juno cam on its October 2013
Oh, nice.
Earth flyby. You see
Hey,
South America
if anyone's
there.
got any quick questions for Michael in the last few minutes
Yeah,
here,
so this is 5 to 9, so...
do send them in. I don't know if there's any questions from our other team members who have been here to join the chat in the live event. Lee?
Also, quickly saying as well, the New Horizons mission. Just saying here as well. There were some very interesting images that Pluto got.
That it got of Pluto.
Yeah, it was very interesting actually. This was a picture it got of Pluto. It looked very good.
It's Himawari quality, isn't it?
Yeah. That was actually, I was like, Oh, because that is actually the first proper picture we have
Yeah, it's
of
history.
Pluto.
History in the making, isn't it?
This was
David?
taken on July 13th last year.
David, did you ever think you'd see such a great image of Pluto in your lifetime?
Well, technology is helping. It is fascinating
Quite a bit.
stuff for those that are passionate over it, but so no, it's all good. It's
It's a
There's
terrific
also,
an
image.
but
area.
it really did. So as well, it really did annoy me when people were taking the mick about Pluto being the Death Star from Star Wars.
Oh my. Well, on that
Look,
note,
I think they're saying like New Horizons, Death Star. Yeah, look. Some people put this onto it.
Nice.
It's really, that's really annoying. That was.
On that note, I
Um,
think it's time to wrap up the
Can I
astronomy
just
hour,
quickly?
Michael.
Just go quickly. This is the last thing that we've got to do, which is the current view and look at the solar system. So this is the solar
It's
system
huge.
in real time. So you can see Earth's current location there. We're just coming up on Mars at the moment. We can also see Jupiter during the night as well.
Yeah, I saw
and,
not long ago.
Yeah, I think it will reach its peak in the sky in the next few weeks or so. And also you see there Comet 67P, which did make a close approach to Earth not that long ago, I believe.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes
I
today.
think we actually managed to actually see it. If you look closely with a telescope as well, we might be able to see it at the moment. And 67P, as you can see there, is
Yeah.
actually the one that we wanted to manage to land that probe on.
Oh, blimey. Yeah.
And
Crazy stuff.
there's Mercury and Venus there as well, kind of tailing each other at the moment. Ecne, I believe, is also in its orbit. And also 209P linear and Ecne and 67P are all in a stable orbit with the Sun. And Lovejoy 2013 and 2011 are both leaving the solar system. If 2011, I think, already has.
Yeah, Michael, your next show, when's that?
My next show, we will be live on the 8th and 9th of March, as mentioned at the start of the show, for the total solar eclipse in Indonesia and in the Pacific Oceans. So, anyways, that's all from us. That's all from us now for Astronomy Hour. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll go with my usual sign out. Force 15 signing off.
Lee's next with a climate show.
Huh?